The 2000s stand out as an era of rapid technological advancement and significant cultural shifts. This decade saw the rise of the internet from a niche technology to an everyday necessity. The proliferation of broadband connections revolutionized how we accessed information, communicated, and even entertained ourselves, making the world feel more connected than ever before. In the early 2000s, social media began to make its mark, with platforms like MySpace and Facebook changing the way we interacted with friends and strangers alike. Smartphones emerged toward the end of the decade, catalyzing a mobile communication revolution. Text messaging and the early days of mobile apps provided a glimpse into a future where a single device would soon become integral to our lives. The 2000s were also defined by a significant shift in the entertainment industry. Reality TV surged in popularity with shows such as Survivor and American Idol, capturing audiences with unscripted drama and competition. The film industry witnessed breakthroughs in special effects technology, paving the way for visually stunning movies like The Lord of the Rings and Avatar. The music was not left behind, as the era brought diverse genres and the birth of digital music platforms like iTunes. The global landscape was marked by both turbulence and triumph. The tragic events of September 11, 2001 cast a long shadow over the decade, leading to increased security measures and new geopolitical dynamics. On a brighter note, the early 2000s saw the expansion of the European Union and significant advancements in medical science, including the completion of the Human Genome Project, which opened up new frontiers in genetics and personalized medicine. Fashion in the 2000s was a reflection of the contradictions of the time. Low-rise jeans, trucker hats, and oversized sunglasses became iconic symbols of the decade. The influence of hip-hop culture was evident, particularly in streetwear trends. Meanwhile, tech-inspired futuristic styles also began to emerge, hinting at the growing influence of digital culture on fashion. The 2000s were a time when environmental consciousness started to impact mainstream culture. Initiatives promoting recycling, the use of renewable energy, and the awareness of climate change gained momentum. Documentaries such as An Inconvenient Truth brought environmental issues to the forefront, encouraging a global dialogue on sustainability. In retrospect, the 2000s were a transformative period that laid the groundwork for the interconnected digital world we live in today. It was a time of innovation, creativity, and significant social change, leaving behind a legacy that continues to influence our lives. The decade was a bridge between the analog past and the digital future, shaping a new era of possibilities and challenges.
The year 2001 marked the dawn of a new millennium, a time fraught with both anticipation and uncertainty. As the world stepped into this fresh chapter, the digital age began to assert its dominance. The technological advances that were once the stuff of science fiction were now becoming an integral part of daily life. Flat-screen televisions, mobile phones, and the nascent internet were transforming the way people connected and consumed information. It was an era where the old world met the new, creating a landscape of ever-evolving possibilities. In the realm of global politics, 2001 was a watershed year. The tragic events of September 11th not only changed the United States, but also had a ripple effect across the globe. These attacks led to significant shifts in international relations, security protocols, and foreign policies. The images of the World Trade Center collapsing shook the collective consciousness, leading to a renewed focus on combating terrorism. This period saw the rise of stringent security measures, altering how people traveled, communicated, and perceived global threats. On a cultural front, 2001 was rich with notable moments that continue to influence contemporary society. The Harry Potter phenomenon gained considerable momentum with the release of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in theaters, captivating audiences worldwide. Music was also undergoing a transformation, with bands like Coldplay and artists such as Alicia Keys making significant impacts on the global stage. The entertainment industry was flourishing, with communication, there was a palpable shift in how people connected with each other, moving towards a more instantaneous and perpetual state of connectivity. This nascent digital culture was paving the way for a world where geographical boundaries began to blur in the face of virtual communities. The year 2002 was a time of monumental shifts and enduring memories. It was a year where technology began to surge forward unrelentingly, but also a time when the world was still reeling from the events that had unfolded just a year prior. As we navigated this new landscape, life seemed to balance precariously on the edge of the familiar and the uncharted. Mobile phones started to become an intrinsic part of daily life, shifting from mere communication devices to symbols of an interconnected future. Amidst this technological revolution, culture flourished in unique and transformative ways. The world of music saw a myriad of styles clashing and blending. Pop icons like Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake ruled the airwaves, while new genres like emo and indie rock began carving out their spaces. Bold fashion statements took hold, with low-rise jeans and trucker hats becoming ubiquitous symbols of the era. On television, classics like Friends and The Sopranos captivated audiences, becoming the weekly constants in a rapidly changing world. Cinematically, 2002 was a landmark year. The magic of Middle-earth continued to enchant audiences with the release of The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, a film that brilliantly balanced epic storytelling with technological prowess. Spider-Man, starring Tobey Maguire, swung into theaters and redefined the superhero genre, becoming a cultural phenomenon overnight. Animation also took a significant leap with Ice Age and Lilo Stitch, both of which brought heartwarming stories and unforgettable characters to life. However, 2002 was not just about entertainment and technology. It was also a year marked by geopolitical changes and global discourse. The world watched as the euro made its debut in physical form, forever altering the economic landscape of Europe. Meanwhile, tensions in the Middle East loomed large, with the global community keeping a close eye on developing situations. Environmental concerns began to take a more prominent stage, as the effects of climate change could no longer be ignored. In the everyday lives of people, 2002 was a blend of optimism and caution. Schools began integrating more digital tools into classrooms, laying the groundwork for future generations of tech-savvy students. Social interactions started subtly shifting towards online platforms, foreshadowing the social media boom of the coming years. Through it all, a sense of unity and resilience pervaded as communities learned to adapt and thrive in an ever-evolving world. In reflection, the era of 2002 was a foundational year that set the stage for the extraordinary advances and challenges that would define the early 21st century. It was a time when the seeds of today's ubiquitous technologies and cultural norms were sown, all while navigating the complex tapestry of global events and personal milestones. The year 2003 was a pivotal time, brimming with cultural, technological, and political shifts that left an indelible mark on history. It was a period when the world was beginning to feel the ripple effects of the digital revolution, yet still deeply rooted in early 2000s culture. This junction between past and future created a unique landscape, fostering significant developments across various realms. In the realm of technology, 2003 gave us the birth of social networking with the launch of MySpace, a platform that would lay the groundwork for future social media giants. Apple introduced the iTunes Store, revolutionizing how we consume music and media, while smartphones were still nascent, with BlackBerry devices dominating the market. These technological strides began shaping a more interconnected world, setting the stage for the digital age. Culturally, the influence of pop music and cinema from 2003 remains apparent even today. Iconic films like The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King captivated audiences, achieving monumental success at the box office and sweeping award shows. Musically, this era witnessed the rise of powerful voices such as Beyoncé and the enduring charm of bands like Linkin Park. Fashion trends were equally memorable, with low-rise jeans and trucker hats epitomizing early 2000s style. 2003 also welcomed moments of immense political significance. The invasion of Iraq began, an event that sparked worldwide debates and protests, reshaping global geopolitics and national security policies. The SARS outbreak posed a significant global health scare, leading to increased international cooperation and improvements in public health responses. These events punctuated the year, highlighting a world in flux dealing with the complexities of modern governance and global interaction. Meanwhile, The world of sport saw triumphs and heartbreaks that would be remembered for years. The Rugby World Cup in Australia crowned England as champions, an event that stirred national pride. In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs claimed victory, marking a period of dominance within their ranks. These sporting events brought people together, offering shared moments of elation and camaraderie. Amidst the chaos and celebrations of 2003, the human spirit of resilience and innovation shone through. New technologies, cultural milestones, and pivotal political events intertwined, leaving a lasting legacy. This complexity made 2003 an emblematic year of transformation, one that continues to shape our contemporary world. It was a year encapsulating the essence of transition, a microcosm of change that set the tone for the decades that followed. So the site LinkedIn was launched in 2003.
The year 2005 was a remarkable period, a time when the world both held its breath and marveled at the rapid pace of change. It was a mosaic of cultural milestones, political shifts, and technological advancements that marked the beginning of a new era. This year left an indelible imprint on society, shaping future trends and redefining boundaries across various spheres. Culturally, 2005 witnessed an explosion of creativity and innovation. The music scene was vibrant, with artists like Coldplay, Green Day, and Kanye West dominating the charts, each bringing their unique style to the forefront. Movies like Brokeback Mountain and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire captivated audiences, while television shows like Lost and Grey's Anatomy became household staples. Fashion, too, was undergoing a transformation, as trends from the early 2000s began to evolve, with skinny jeans and boho chic styles becoming all the rage. Technologically, 2005 stood as a landmark year. The advent of social media began to reshape how people connected with each other. YouTube was launched, revolutionizing video sharing and content creation, giving rise to a new generation of internet celebrities and influencers. Apple's iPod was reshaping the music industry, making it easier for people to carry their music libraries in their pockets. The PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 brought gaming to unprecedented heights, engaging players with more immersive and interactive experiences. In the political landscape, 2005 was equally eventful. It saw the emergence of new leaders and the continuation of significant global events. The devastating Hurricane Katrina brought unprecedented destruction to New Orleans, highlighting issues of climate change and governmental response to natural disasters. On the international stage, the geopolitical landscape was shifting, with new alliances forming and old tensions simmering, shaping policies that would have long-term implications. Socially, the era reflected a growing consciousness toward important issues. The world was becoming more interconnected, and this connectivity fostered greater awareness and activism. Issues such as climate change, human rights, and global health were gaining prominence, with individuals and organizations rallying to address these global challenges. The Live 8 concerts, aimed at combating poverty, showed the power of collective action and the growing recognition of our shared responsibilities. In retrospect, the year 2005 was more than just a series of events. It was a canvas painted with the brushstrokes of innovation, resilience, and transformation. Its impact is felt even today, rippling through time and continuing to influence the paths we navigate in the contemporary world. It stands as a testament to an era that bridged old traditions with new possibilities, leaving a legacy that resonates deeply in the annals of history.
The year 2006 was a remarkable period of transformation and innovation, etched deep into the annals of history. It was a time characterized by tremendous advances in technology, sweeping global changes and significant moments in popular culture. Among the echoes of political shifts and breakthroughs, the sense of new beginnings was palpable in nearly every facet of human endeavor. In 2006, the tech world witnessed groundbreaking developments. The launch of Twitter gave rise to a new form of instant communication, forever altering the landscape of social media. Suddenly, the world seemed smaller, more connected. Individuals could share real-time experiences with a global audience in just 140 characters. This newfound ability to broadcast thoughts and events contributed to the democratization of information, impacting everything from news dissemination to social movements. Cultural phenomena also defined the era. The music industry saw the proliferation of digital music with platforms like iTunes, reaching unprecedented levels of popularity. The ease of purchasing and downloading music revolutionized how people consumed their favorite tunes. Meanwhile, the release of movies like The Da Vinci Code and Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest captivated audiences worldwide, providing a blend of mystery, adventure, and sheer entertainment that remained etched in public memory. On the political stage, the year saw significant developments. The United States grappled with the complexities of the Iraq War. Debates on climate change gained momentum globally, and there was a continued focus on issues such as nuclear proliferation and terrorism. These concerns sparked widespread discussions and sometimes protests, reflecting a populace increasingly engaged with international affairs. The sports arena also felt the fervor of 2006. Football fans were abuzz with excitement as the FIFA World Cup took place in Germany. Italy's triumph in the final against France, marked by the infamous headbutt incident, left an indelible mark on the history of the sport. Beyond football, the Winter Olympics in Turin showcased incredible athletic prowess, with athletes from around the world competing in a spirit of unity and excellence. In everyday life, technological advancements began to seamlessly intertwine with routine activities. The widespread adoption of smartphones and enhancements in mobile technology meant that even daily chores and tasks were becoming more efficient. GPS devices became more common in cars, enhancing navigation and reducing the everyday stresses of commuting. Ultimately, the era of 2006 was a kaleidoscope of experiences and events, each contributing to the rich tapestry of history. It was a time when technology and culture melded seamlessly, laying the groundwork for future advancements while leaving behind a legacy marked by its own unique achievements and challenges. The year 2007 was a time of profound change and unforgettable moments that left an indelible mark on history. This was an era when technology, culture, and politics collided in ways that reshaped the landscape of the modern world. The iconic launch of the iPhone by Apple revolutionized how we communicate, putting a powerful and intuitive device into the hands of millions. This event marked the beginning of the smartphone era, forever altering how we connect with each other and access information. In the digital realm, 2007 saw the rise of social media platforms. Facebook and Twitter were pioneering new forms of communication, transforming how people interact online. This social media revolution gave birth to a new age of connectivity, allowing individuals to share their lives with the world in real time. Suddenly, news was breaking faster than ever, and the collective consciousness of the globe was tuned into a shared digital experience. While technology soared, 2007 was also a year of significant cultural shifts. The world mourned the loss of Anna Nicole Smith, whose tragic life and untimely death captivated global audiences. In cinema, the release of There Will Be Blood and No Country for Old Men showcased the pinnacle of storytelling, with both films achieving critical acclaim and cementing their place in cinematic history. Music echoed these changes, with artists like Kanye West and Amy Winehouse dominating the charts, their innovative sounds capturing the spirit of the time. On the global stage, politics played a vital role in shaping the year. The United States experienced the final years of George W. Bush's presidency as debates over the Iraq War and domestic policies intensified. In the United Kingdom, Tony Blair announced his resignation as Prime Minister, paving the way for Gordon Brown. These political shifts signaled a period of introspection and change among the world's leading nations. Environmental awareness also took center stage, with the Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Al Gore and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, for their efforts in fighting climate change. In sports, 2007 was a memorable year as well. The world watched in awe as Roger Federer continued his dominance in tennis, winning his 5th consecutive Wimbledon title. In football, AC Milan clinched the UEFA Champions League, showcasing their prowess on the field. The year was also marked by the celebration of traditions and the breaking of new records, with athletes pushing the boundaries of their respective sports. Reflecting on 2007, it becomes clear that this year was a turning point across various domains. The advancements in technology, the evolution of social media, the powerful cultural moments, and the political changes illustrate a world in constant motion. As we look back, we see a tapestry woven with innovation, resilience, and transformation, a year that paved the way for the future we live in today. And Shirk the Third came out in 2007, The year 2008 was a remarkable chapter in the history of the 21st century, marked by monumental events and transformations. It was a time when the winds of change were felt across various spectrums: politics, economy, technology, and culture. As the world watched with bated breath, the unfolding of these events would shape the contours of our future. Politically, 2008 was significant due to the landmark election in the United States, the historic election of Barack Obama as the first African-American president symbolized a new era of hope and change, capturing the imagination of millions worldwide. Obama's campaign, fueled by a message of unity and progress, was a beacon in a world craving optimistic leadership. The inauguration ushered in aspirations for bridging divides and restoring faith in governance. However, 2008 was also the year of the Great Recession, a financial turmoil that left no economy untouched. The collapse of major financial institutions, triggered by the subprime mortgage crisis, sent shockwaves across global markets. The world watched as stock markets plummeted, businesses shuttered, and unemployment soared. Governments scrambled to implement bailout packages, and ordinary citizens grappled with foreclosures and job losses. The economic landscape was forever altered, prompting reflection on financial regulations and global interdependence. On the technological front, 2008 was a watershed moment for advancements that would redefine connectivity and lifestyle. The launch of the iPhone 3G by Apple marked the acceleration of the smartphone era, embedding the internet into the palms of millions. Social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter gained unprecedented traction, transforming how people communicated and shared information. The adoption of these technologies enhanced global interactions and created a foundation for the digital age we live in today. Culturally, 2008 was vibrant with groundbreaking achievements in art, literature, and entertainment. The release of iconic films such as The Dark Knight captivated audiences with its dark, gripping narrative, setting new benchmarks in filmmaking. Music thrived with diverse genres making waves. Artists like Beyoncé and Coldplay dominated charts, reflecting a rich tapestry of creativity. Literature saw notable works that sparked conversations and introspection, highlighting societal complexities. In the realm of sports, the 2008 Beijing Olympics stood out as a spectacular showcase of human endurance and spirit. China's grand display of organization and innovation left an indelible mark on international sports. The event saw remarkable performances, including Michael Phelps's unprecedented 8 gold medals in swimming, which inspired a generation and celebrated the pinnacle of athletic achievement. Thus, the era of 2008 was a kaleidoscope of triumph and tribulation, innovation and reflection. It was a year that not only highlighted the resilience and adaptability of humanity, but also laid the groundwork for future evolutions. The echoes of 2008 continue to influence our present, serving as a testament to a year of profound change and enduring legacy. Also, Iron Man 1 comes out in 2008. The year 2009 marked a significant shift in the cultural and technological landscape, a period of transformation brimming with notable events and innovations. This era witnessed the nascent stages of social media's dominance, with platforms like Facebook and Twitter becoming household names. These digital realms not only reshaped personal interactions, but also revolutionized how news and information were disseminated, heralding a new era of connectivity and immediacy. Technology wasn't the only arena to experience upheaval. The world of entertainment saw the release of unforgettable movies and music that left lasting imprints on popular culture. Films like Avatar pushed the boundaries of visual storytelling with groundbreaking CGI, while chart-topping hits from artists like Lady Gaga and Beyoncé became the soundtracks to our lives. The melding of technology and creativity during this time set new standards for what was possible in the arts. Economically, 2009 bore witness to the aftermath of the global financial crisis. With nations grappling to stabilize and recover, governments around the world implemented various stimulus packages to revive their sagging economies. This period of financial uncertainty also led to a greater global dialogue about economic practices and regulations. The resilience exhibited by individuals and institutions during this time paved the way for slow but steady recovery. Social movements and political shifts were also significant in 2009. The inauguration of Barack Obama as the 44th President of the United States represented a landmark moment in world history, embodying themes of hope and progressive domestic policies. Environmental awareness saw a notable rise as climate change discussions intensified. The Copenhagen Climate Change Conference highlighted the urgent need for global consensus and action. This era underscored humanity's growing recognition of the planet's fragility and the need for sustainable practices. Grassroots movements and policy shifts aimed at mitigating environmental damage began to gain traction, setting the stage for future environmental initiatives. Ultimately, 2009 was a year of convergence where past advancements met future possibilities. The breakthroughs in technology, the resurgence of economic resilience, the innovative spirit in arts and culture, and the burgeoning environmental consciousness collectively encapsulated the spirit of an era in transformation. The events of 2009 didn't just signify change, they marked the beginning of a new trajectory that would shape the following decade and beyond.
The 2010s marked a transformative decade, driven by rapid technological advancements and cultural shifts. Smartphones became the ubiquitous tool in everyone's pocket, revolutionizing how we communicate, work, and entertain ourselves. Social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter exploded, fundamentally altering the landscape of personal interaction and business marketing. The entertainment industry saw seismic changes. Streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and later Disney Plus dethroned traditional cable TV, offering viewers the convenience of on-demand content. Iconic series such as Game of Thrones and Stranger Things captured global audiences, making binge-watching a new norm. Music, too, adapted to a new paradigm with the rise of platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, changing how artists released their work and interacted with fans. Politically, the decade was marked by significant movements and uprisings. The Arab Spring, initiated in 2010, saw numerous countries in the Middle East and North Africa seeking democracy and social justice, though with varying degrees of success. In the United States, the presidency of Barack Obama ended, giving way to the unexpected election of Donald Trump in 2016, a polarizing figure whose policies and rhetoric fueled intense national and international debates. On the environmental front, climate change became an urgent global issue. The decade saw record-breaking temperatures, devastating wildfires, and more frequent extreme weather events. Global youth, led by activists like Greta Thunberg, began advocating for climate action, culminating in worldwide climate strikes and greater public awareness around sustainable living. Technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, and electric vehicles began to move from conceptual to practical applications throughout the decade. Companies like Tesla spearheaded the electric vehicle revolution, while consumer devices, from smart homes to wearable tech, became increasingly popular. Meanwhile, AI began integrating into everyday life through virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa, driving a new wave of personal convenience and data concerns. The 2010s also reordered societal norms. The Me Too movement emerged in late 2017, exposing widespread sexual harassment and assault, particularly in the workplace. This fueled a broader conversation about gender equality and power dynamics. Furthermore, the acceptance of LGBTQ+ communities grew, with several countries legalizing same-sex marriage and more individuals openly embracing diverse identities. Culturally, the decade was marked by the blending of global influences. The Korean wave, or Hallyu, saw Korean pop culture, particularly K-pop and K-dramas, gaining worldwide popularity. Meanwhile, fashion became more inclusive, with a focus on body positivity and diverse representation becoming central themes. In summary, the 2010s were a complex tapestry of advancement, activism, and adaptation. As we moved from the era of analog to digital, the decade redefined the parameters of how we live, work, and connect with one another, setting the stage for the innovations and challenges of the future. In 2010, Siri was in February of 2010.
The year 2011 was a time of transformation and innovation, a period that left an indelible mark on history. This was a year when technology soared to new heights, societal movements gained momentum, and the world experienced profound cultural shifts. With each passing month, 2011 unfolded stories that continue to resonate today. In the tech world, 2011 witnessed the debut of groundbreaking products that redefined daily life. The release of smartphones with faster processors and innovative features like Siri changed how people interacted with technology. Social media platforms evolved, becoming indispensable tools for communication and information sharing. Meanwhile, cloud computing began to emerge as a game changer, revolutionizing data storage and accessibility. The socio-political landscape was equally dynamic, with movements like the Arab Spring capturing global attention. Citizens across the Middle East and North Africa took to the streets demanding democratic reforms and social justice. These uprisings not only reshaped the political structures in those regions, but also inspired a wave of activism worldwide, echoing the universal desire for freedom and human rights. Thor 1 came out in 2011, and The Adventures of Tintin came out in 2011, and even Captain America: The First Avenger came out in 2011. In popular culture, 2011 was a year of memorable moments and iconic releases. The film industry saw the release of blockbusters like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, which concluded an era for a generation of fans. Music, too, had its milestones, with chart-topping hits from artists who would go on to define the decade. Fashion trends were bold and experimental, reflecting a world ready to embrace change and innovation. The sporting world also had its share of highlights in 2011. Events like the Rugby World Cup in New Zealand brought nations together, celebrating athleticism and unity. Meanwhile, athletes across various disciplines broke records and set new standards, inspiring millions with their dedication and prowess. These events provided a common ground for people to come together and celebrate human potential. Environmental awareness took a front seat in 2011, with significant strides in addressing climate change. Global initiatives aimed at reducing carbon footprints gained traction, and renewable energy sources became more mainstream. These efforts highlighted the growing acknowledgement of environmental challenges and the collective responsibility to safeguard the planet for future generations. 2011 was a year that encapsulated the spirit of change, resilience, and progress. It was a time when the world felt smaller yet more interconnected, with shared experiences and collective aspirations driving humanity forward. As we look back at 2011, it serves as a poignant reminder of how events and innovations from the past continue to shape our present and future. And even the movie Smurfs 1 came out in 2011. The year 2012 was not just a moment in time. It pulsated with cultural shifts, technological advancements, and poignant events that shaped our collective consciousness. As the world balanced on the cusp of change, the excitement was palpable, driven by the anticipation of both innovation and uncertainty. A vivid sense of community thrived among people engaging with emerging technologies, redefining how we connected with one another. Social media platforms became bustling hubs of creativity, sharing, and activism, igniting movements that transcended geographical boundaries. In the realms of entertainment, 2012 was a watershed year. Blockbuster films and chart-topping songs swept audiences off their feet, reflecting a vibrant tapestry of genres and stories. From the high-flying superhero spectacles that dominated box offices to the epic narratives that spun tales of love and loss, cinema captured the hearts of millions. Music, too, echoed the year's spirit, with infectious tunes that inspired dance floors worldwide, forging moments of euphoria that united friends and strangers alike. The emotional resonance of the arts stirred a sense of belonging and exploration during this electric time. Amidst these cultural narratives, 2012 also bore witness to significant global events that stirred the pot of political discourse. Protests erupted in various corners of the globe as people rallied for their beliefs, demonstrating a shared desire for change and justice. The Arab Spring aftermath continued to unfold, pushing towards democratic aspirations, while environmental concerns sparked passionate debates about sustainability and action against climate change. Each bold move painted a dynamic picture of societal evolution, driving the dial towards a more engaged citizenry, seeking to visualize the world they wished to create. Moreover, 2012 was an era of technological fervor with the launch of groundbreaking devices and innovations. The smartphone revolution reached its zenith, seamlessly integrating into everyday life and altering how individuals interacted with their surroundings. Information traveled faster than ever, empowering people to learn, share, and create opportunities in unprecedented ways. This intersection of technology and creativity not only inspired dreams, but also cultivated a landscape rich with possibilities, enabled by a burgeoning digital culture that redefined personal and collective expression. Looking back at 2012, it's clear that this remarkable year was a crucible for passion, creativity, and aspiration, a time when art, technology, and activism intertwined. It marked the beginning of new narratives that continue to influence generations. As we reflect on this vibrant epoch, we embrace the lessons learned and the spirit of connection that flourished, reminding us of the powerful waves of change that can ripple through time. The year 2013 stands out as a unique chapter in our collective memory, a time painted with vivid social and technological transformations. It was marked by an ever-expanding digital landscape, where smartphones became more than simple communication tools. They evolved into powerful portals connecting people across the globe. Social media platforms exploded, with photos and tweets serving as cultural currency, enhancing connectivity while also shaping public discourse in unprecedented ways. In the realm of entertainment, 2013 was a colorful mosaic. Movies like Frozen captured the imagination with its enchanting story of sisterly love and adventure, mesmerizing audiences. The catchy anthem, "Let It Go," echoed across playgrounds and homes, reminding everyone of the power of self-acceptance and freedom. Meanwhile, television series like Breaking Bad reached an electrifying crescendo in its final season, drawing viewers into a meticulously crafted world of moral ambiguity and intense character evolution. Music in 2013 resonated with diversity and innovation. As artists pushed the boundaries of genre and creativity, the catchy beats of "Get Lucky" by Daft Punk graced summer playlists, making it a favorite at parties and gatherings. The charts were also dominated by a slew of influential artists, each bringing their distinct stylistic flair, creating a dynamic musical landscape that reflected the shifting tastes of the time. The political climate of 2013 was equally charged, with protests and movements highlighting social justice issues around the world. Individuals took to the streets, raising their voices in tandem with hashtags that trended globally. This fusion of traditional activism and digital advocacy illustrated a profound shift in how people rallied for change, using technology as both a megaphone and a rallying point. As we reminisce about 2013, it becomes clear that this era served as a foundational moment, laying the groundwork for the rapid advancements that followed. Its influence is still felt today as we navigate an increasingly interconnected world. In a society marked by both unprecedented challenges and opportunities, the echoes of 2013 act as a guiding memory, reminding us of the transformative power of connection, creativity, and community. The lessons learned and experiences shared during this time continue to resonate, shaping not only the present, but also the future. The year 2013 will forever remain a bright, kaleidoscopic splash in the vast canvas of history, filled with innovation, expression, and the unyielding human spirit.
The year 2014 marked a significant period in history, characterized by notable events that shaped social, political, and technological landscapes. It was a time when moments of joy and turmoil intertwined, creating a rich tapestry of experiences across the globe. As the world welcomed this year, anticipation buzzed in the air, with new beginnings on one side and ongoing conflicts on the other. One of the most electrifying developments of 2014 was the rise of social media as a powerful tool for communication. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram witnessed immense growth, leading to a surge in user-generated content. These platforms not only facilitated personal connections, but also became a medium for social activism. High-profile movements such as the Black Lives Matter campaign emerged, spotlighting systemic racism and police brutality, inspiring global solidarity and discussions around equality. At the same time, 2014 was marred by geopolitical tensions, most notably the crisis in Ukraine. The annexation of Crimea by Russia triggered widespread international condemnation and sanctions against Russia. The conflict raised questions about sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the balance of power, echoing fears of potential escalation into a larger conflict. As the year unfolded, protests and counter-protests erupted, underscoring the complexities of national identity and geopolitical relations. Simultaneously, 2014 was a breakthrough year for technology and entertainment. The release of innovative gadgets, including the iPhone 6 and Apple Watch, showcased technological advancements that would redefine personal communication and fitness tracking. In film, groundbreaking titles like Guardians of the Galaxy and The Imitation Game captivated audiences, reflecting a blend of humor, adventure, and historical storytelling. This year solidified the notion that entertainment had the power to provoke thought and foster community. As 2014 progressed, it became clear that this era was marked by its juxtaposition of hope and despair. Climate change continued to rise as a critical concern, with the United Nations Climate Change Conference in Lima focusing on collaborative efforts to combat environmental degradation. While technology and activism provided platforms for change, they also revealed the deep-rooted challenges society faced. From the evolution of communication to escalating conflicts, the narratives of 2014 painted a vivid picture of the world grappling with profound issues, yet striving towards a better future. The year 2015 stands as a pivotal moment in modern history, marked by a tidal wave of change and innovation across various sectors. The world saw a technological boom, with smartphones becoming powerful mini-computers that fit in our pockets, forever altering the way we communicate, work, and entertain ourselves. Social media platforms like Instagram and Snapchat exploded in popularity, ushering in a new age of digital storytelling and connectivity that shrunk the globe to the size of a screen. Meanwhile, the political landscape was reshaping as well. The Paris Agreement on climate change was signed by 196 countries, highlighting a global commitment to address environmental issues. 2015 was also filled with significant geopolitical events, including the migration crisis in Europe, which saw a massive influx of refugees seeking safety and a better life. This brought both humanitarian efforts and political challenges to the forefront, making it a year of profound societal shifts. Culturally, 2015 was vibrant and transformative. The film industry saw blockbuster hits like Star Wars, The Force Awakens reignite the beloved franchise, while music was revolutionized by artists like Adele and Drake, who dominated the charts. Streaming services like Netflix and Spotify further solidified their presence, changing the way we consume media and making it more accessible than ever before. This year also witnessed the release of groundbreaking tech gadgets like the Apple Watch, blending fashion with cutting-edge technology. In the realm of science, groundbreaking discoveries and milestones were achieved. NASA's New Horizons spacecraft provided humanity with the first close-up images of Pluto, sparking curiosity about our solar system and beyond. Advances in medical research made headlines, with breakthroughs in gene editing technologies like CRISPR presenting the potential to cure genetic diseases. The scientific community in 2015 felt like an exciting frontier of possibilities, akin to the great explorations of the past. Social movements gained unprecedented momentum, with activism thriving both online and offline. The Black Lives Matter movement, which began as a response to incidents of police violence and systemic racism in the United States, became a globally recognized call for justice and equality. Feminist movements continued to grow, with widespread campaigns raising awareness about gender equality and women's rights. It was a year where individuals and communities fervently advocated for social change and inclusivity. From technological advancements to cultural phenomena, and from political shifts to scientific breakthroughs, the year 2015 was undeniably a milestone. It was a time when the world stood on the edge of what's possible, pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo in ways that continue to shape our present and future.
The year 2016 marked a significant chapter in modern history, teeming with events that shaped culture, politics, and society. As the world braced itself for shifts, the landscape was painted with vibrant hues of creativity and controversy. The rollout of innovations and trending phenomena captured the collective imagination, showcasing the spirit of a generation eager for change and connection. In entertainment, 2016 saw unprecedented highs, including the explosive popularity of streaming platforms. Shows that had once been relegated to traditional television bloomed into cultural phenomena. New narratives captivated audiences and binge-watching became the standard. Iconic stories and characters found their way into homes globally, bringing viewers deeper into a grid of shared experiences that transcended borders. The world of music also thrummed with energy, echoing the multiplicity of voices rising across genres. Genres morphed and fused, creating an eclectic mix that was hard to ignore. Festivals became communal spaces where fans united, their collective enthusiasm creating an atmosphere electric with rhythm and joy. The air buzzed with anthems and social media echoed with hashtags and challenges that connected people in unexpected ways. On the political front, 2016 was dynamic and divisive. Elections across various nations rallied citizens in passionate discourse. The clash of ideologies intensified, reshaping conversations about identity and policy. Protests and movements emerged, urging collective action and highlighting societal issues that could no longer be ignored. People took to the streets, their voices echoing against a backdrop of change demanding justice and equality. Globally, concern for the environment surged as awareness about climate change took root. Citizens rallied for sustainable practices, bringing awareness to the urgency of preserving the planet. Momentum built, with individuals and communities alike taking steps towards green initiatives, igniting a sense of responsibility that permeated daily life. In technology, rapid advancements became the lifeblood of progress. Innovations transformed ordinary routines. As smartphones and social media became ubiquitous, virtual reality emerged, revolutionizing gaming and experiences, inviting audiences to explore new worlds. The pace of change felt exhilarating yet daunting, as society struggled to keep up with the ever-evolving landscape. From cultural milestones to alarming realities, the era of 2016 remains etched in memory. It was a convergence of passion, innovation, and resilience, prompting reflection and progress that echoes in today's world. As the chapter closed, the heartbeat of a generation gathered momentum, signaling the dawn of new possibilities.
In the tapestry of history, the year 2017 stands out as a compelling chapter marked by significant social and political shifts. The landscape was dotted with vibrant movements and electrifying events that ignited passionate discussions across the globe. Every corner of the world bore witness to a whirlwind of change, from the relentless fight for equality to the evolving dynamics of power. One of the defining moments in 2017 was the surge of social movements. The Women's March, held in January, became a symbol of resilience and solidarity. Millions took to the streets, their voices echoing the collective demand for gender equality and human rights. The vibrant banners and chants created a sea of color and determination that could not be ignored, igniting conversations that resonated far beyond the borders of any nation. Politically, 2017 was a period of upheaval and polarization. In the United States, the inauguration of a new president stirred waves of emotion, prompting nationwide protests and fervent debates. The media landscape transformed, with social media platforms becoming battlegrounds for opinions, misinformation, and real-time reactions. The impact of these shifts was felt in the halls of power, creating a palpable tension within governmental institutions. Culturally, the year blossomed with artistic innovation and creativity. The film industry celebrated a variety of voices, leading to a broader representation on screen. Productions like Get Out and Moonlight challenged perceptions, while musicians from various genres brought fresh sounds that resonated with the spirit of change. Festivals exploded with energy, capturing a sense of optimism amid uncertainty, breathing life into songs that inspired movements. Technology further played a pivotal role in 2017, shaping how information was consumed and shared. The rapid rise of streaming services altered viewing habits, as blockbuster films and riveting series found homes on personal devices. The digital age evolved, influencing everything from politics to personal relationships, as people navigated an increasingly interconnected world. As the year unfolded, it became clear that 2017 was more than just a sequence of events. It was a crucible for ideas and aspirations. From the fervent advocacy for justice to the artistic expressions defying norms, this era forged a legacy of resilience and hope. Reflecting on its impact allows us to appreciate the complexity of human experience as we stride forward into an ever-changing future. and even everyone and their grandma had fidget spinners in 2017. The year 2018 was a tapestry of vibrant events and cultural shifts that shaped a generation. From politics to technology, the landscape of our societies transformed in ways previously unimagined, with echoes still resonating today. In the realm of politics, the world witnessed significant upheavals. Elections in various countries highlighted the rising tide of populism and nationalism. In the United States, a contentious climate enveloped the midterm elections, underscoring deep divisions among the populace. Globally, leaders emerged with promises of change, while protests echoed in the streets, calling for social justice and human rights. Technology continued to advance at an astonishing pace in 2018. With major developments in artificial intelligence and smartphone innovations, the introduction of 5G technology began to redefine connectivity, hinting at a future where speeds were exponentially faster and opportunities for innovation abound. Major tech companies pushed boundaries, launching new devices that integrated seamlessly into everyday life, changing how we interact with the world around us. Culturally, 2018 marked a resurgence of voices advocating for change. The #MeToo movement gained momentum, bringing to light stories of resilience and empowerment, as many opened up about their experiences. This societal awakening prompted discussions about equality and representation across various industries, from film to corporate boardrooms, heralding a new era of accountability. Meanwhile, art and entertainment flourished, celebrating diversity and varied experiences. Groundbreaking films and television shows broke box office records and award show barriers, showcasing stories previously neglected. Music charts were dominated by genre-bending artists, bringing fresh sounds to the global stage and captivating audiences across cultures. Environmental concerns also took center stage in 2018. Climate change resulted in widespread dialogue and action, as activists rallied to combat escalating crises. Striking images of nature in distress served as a clarion call for unity and collective responsibility, prompting governments and organizations to prioritize sustainable practices and renewable energy. As 2018 came to a close, the world stood at a crossroads, reflecting on the challenges faced and triumphs celebrated. The connections made and lessons learned during this era continue to pave the way for future endeavors, highlighting the resilience of humanity and underscoring the importance of unity in facing unprecedented times. So Deadpool 2 came out in 2018, and even Avengers Infinity War and the DC movie Aquaman came out in 2018, and even the movie Slender Man came out in 2018, and the Pixar movie Incredibles 2 came out in 2018 after many years since Incredibles 1, which even the Disney movie Ralph Breaks the Internet, which I enjoyed the first movie of Wreck-It Ralph. So the Marvel show Cloak and Dagger came out in 2018 and even made its way to Disney. Plus, the year 2019 unfolded like an intricate tapestry, weaving together vibrant threads of culture, technology, and global events. It was a time marked by rapid technological advancements that reshaped the way we interacted, communicated, and perceived the world around us. Social media platforms thrived, serving as both a mirror and a megaphone for voices that had long been muted. Each post and tweet painted a vivid picture of collective consciousness, elevating important issues to the forefront of public discourse. In entertainment, 2019 dazzled with creativity and innovation. Streaming services transformed the viewing landscape, making it possible to consume entire seasons of captivating shows in a single weekend. Films like blockbusters and indie gems found their way into hearts, generating conversations that traversed the globe. The blend of storytelling mediums fostered shared experiences, connecting audiences through laughter, tears, and suspense. Icons emerged, leaving indelible marks that would resonate far beyond the confines of the year. As the world grappled with climate change, protests erupted worldwide, igniting a fervor for sustainability. The youth led the charge, boldly demanding action from those in power. Street demonstrations painted scenes of hope and urgency, filling public squares with passionate voices clamoring for change. This movement brought together diverse communities, highlighting the power of collaboration and collective action. The ocean waves seemed to echo their calls, a backdrop to the growing awareness of our planet's fragility. Politics too danced on the global stage, with nations wrestling with their identities. Key elections and political events sent ripples across borders, reshaping alliances and igniting debates. Each headline told a story of uncertainty, challenge, and resilience. It was a time when voices clashed, yet understanding was sought as the complexities of global governance took center stage. This year forced many to confront uncomfortable truths about power, representation, and the fight for equality. Still, amidst the turbulence, moments of joy and connection flourished. Communities banded together for festivals and celebrations, showcasing the rich tapestry of human culture. Culinary trends exploded, bringing flavors from around the world to dinner tables everywhere. In the background, music reverberated with rhythms that inspired and united. The artistry of 2019 will remain etched in our memory, a reminder of our capacity for creativity, compassion, and change. In sum, 2019 was a kaleidoscope of emotions and events, an era that challenged us, inspired us, and pushed us toward a collective future.
The year 2020 emerged as a transformative period marked by unexpected shifts that reverberated throughout society. At its onset, what seemed like a typical year swiftly morphed into a global narrative dominated by a pandemic that took the world by storm. Streets once bustling with life fell silent as cities locked down, and a collective pause ensued, creating a canvas of solitude and reflection. Within this stillness, humanity faced unprecedented challenges, yet an extraordinary resilience sparked across the globe. People found innovative ways to connect, adapting their relationships to virtual platforms that bridged physical distances. Families gathered on video calls, friends celebrated birthdays through screens, and communities banded together to support one another in creative and profound ways. As the pandemic reshaped daily life, it brought profound attention to healthcare inequalities and social justice movements that had simmered beneath the surface. Protests sparked worldwide, igniting conversations around systemic change. The echoes of those voices advocating for equity and justice resonated deeply, signaling a transformative awakening that demanded listening and action. In the realm of work, the shift to remote environments redefined productivity and collaboration. Homes transformed into makeshift offices, leading to a reevaluation of work-life balance, with many recognizing the value of flexible arrangements. Amidst the chaos, new careers flourished as industries adapted, technology surged forward, and innovation became the lifeblood of economic survival. Amid the tribulations, the era of 2020 also fostered a renaissance of creativity and expression. Artists, writers, and creators found their voices intricately woven into the fabric of the times. Street art became a vivid representation of collective emotions, while new forms of entertainment rose up to meet the unique yearnings of audiences seeking solace and connection in the creative arts. As the world emerged slowly from the shadows of 2020, reflections on this period encapsulated both trials and triumphs. It was a year that unveiled the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit, illuminating the profound connections that thread us together. As we move forward, the lessons learned during this defining era will undoubtedly shape the future, urging a commitment to compassion, innovation, and unity. The year 2021 emerged as a tapestry of challenges, resilience, and remarkable. The year 2022 marked a unique tapestry of transformation, innovation, and introspection. As the world emerged from the shadows of a pandemic, there was a palpable sense of renewed hope. In cities bustling with activity, life gradually regained its vibrancy, but not without the echoes of a cautionary past lingering in the air, reminding all to tread thoughtfully into the future. Across the globe, technology continued to shape the fabric of daily life. With the rise of remote work solidifying itself as a norm, corporate landscapes shifted dramatically. Office buildings echoed in silence, while homes filled with the sounds of electronic meetings and digital collaboration. This paradigm shift not only highlighted the potential for flexibility and work-life balance, but also intensified equality and sustainability, raising their voices in a resounding call for change. Protests and movements, both online and in the streets, underscored an unwavering determination to address systemic inequalities and climate change. Individuals felt empowered to take action, whether through small daily choices or larger collective initiatives, forging a path toward a more equitable and sustainable world. Amidst these shifts, the cultural landscape flourished with creativity and expression. Artists, filmmakers, and musicians harnessed the power of their craft to reflect the complexities of the time. New narratives emerged, exploring themes of resilience, identity, and connection. Streaming services buzzed with fresh content designed to entertain and provoke thought, while galleries hosted exhibits celebrating diverse voices and perspectives, enriching the collective cultural consciousness. As 2022 progressed, many looked toward the horizon, infused with optimism, yet grounded in the reality of ongoing challenges. The year encapsulated a spirit of resilience, innovation, and a relentless quest for improvement both individually and collectively. This era, with its trials and triumphs, became a collage of experiences, each contributing to the larger story of human progress. The lessons learned during this time will undoubtedly shape the course of the future, reminding us that every ending is but a new beginning loaded with potential. As the world spins into 2023, a unique tapestry of cultural, technological, and political threads emerges. This year serves as a crossroads where aspirations and challenges intertwine, resonating with the echoes of a tumultuous past while suggesting a promising future. From the bustling streets of major cities to the quiet corners of rural landscapes, the pulse of humanity reflects a thirst for innovation and connection. Technological advancements march on at an unprecedented pace, with artificial intelligence taking center stage. Smart devices become more intuitive, seamlessly integrating into our daily lives, enhancing both convenience and productivity. Virtual and augmented reality blur the lines between what's real and virtual, enabling immersive experiences that redefine entertainment and education. In this digital renaissance, creativity flourishes as individuals harness these tools to express their ideas in ways previously thought unimaginable. Amidst the technological euphoria, the specter of climate change looms large. Environmental consciousness burgeons as communities unite with a shared purpose of sustainability. Initiatives spring up around the globe, championing renewable energy, reducing waste, and advocating for the protection of our planet. Urban gardens sprout in concrete jungles, while eco-friendly startups lead the charge in revolutionizing industries toward greener practices. This push not only reflects a collective awakening, but also serves as a testament to the resilience and determination of humanity. On the social front, voices of change grow louder. The year witnesses a rejuvenation of activism as people rally for equality, justice, and human rights, igniting dialogues that resonate far beyond borders. Social media becomes a powerful megaphone for marginalized communities, amplifying their stories and experiences. This cultural shift emphasizes the importance of representation, encouraging inclusivity across all facets of society, from politics to entertainment. As we navigate 2023, the spirit of hope emerges. Together, we are forging connections that transcend differences, emphasizing collaboration over division. This year encapsulates a dynamic melding of aspirations, marked by innovation and social consciousness. It's a canvas painted with the vibrant hues of change, resilience, and the relentless drive for progress. Through challenges and triumphs, the essence of humanity shines bright, setting the stage for an extraordinary chapter yet to be written. So the DC movie Blue Beetle released, it was okay, and there were many movies that released in 2023, and The Walking Dead Dead City was good, where it took place in New York City, and also in 2023 there were Hollywood strikes and even the Barbie movie, and even 2023 was the talk of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift went on tour, and it was the Eras Tour, it was also in theaters and concert. As we transition into 2024, the fabric of our societal landscape is interwoven with possibilities and innovations that redefine our existence. This era is characterized by a vibrant fusion of technology and human experience, marking a significant turning point in how we engage with the world around us. The digital age has finally matured, enhancing connectivity and communication in unprecedented ways, allowing us to share ideas and cultures like never before. The promise of renewable energy is increasingly becoming a reality as nations invest in sustainable solutions to combat climate change. Wind turbines and solar farms populate the once untouched landscapes, symbolizing a commitment to preserving our planet for future generations. This widespread adoption of green technology illuminates not just homes, but also the optimistic spirit of a global community embracing stewardship over recklessness. Businesses are pivoting towards sustainability, transforming their operations and contributing to a greener future. Simultaneously, the health sector has undergone a metamorphosis, focusing on personalized medicine and telehealth services that break the barriers of accessibility. People can now engage with healthcare professionals from the comfort of their homes, making health management more proactive and convenient. New technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning are being utilized to analyze health data, creating tailored experiences that cater to individual needs. This evolution fosters a culture of empowerment, enabling individuals to take charge of their health journeys. Moreover, the social landscape is evolving alongside technological breakthroughs. Conversations around mental health and wellness are gaining prominence, leading to widespread acceptance and destigmatization. Communities are increasingly prioritizing mental well-being, fostering dialogue, and supporting one another in navigating the complexities of modern life. The rise of social movements dedicated to various causes heralds a time where collective voices demand change and justice, knitting together bonds of solidarity, resilience, and hope. As we embrace the era of 2024, it's crucial to cultivate a mindset geared towards adaptability and growth. The obstacles ahead may be daunting, but the collective strength of diverse perspectives can drive transformative change. In this vibrant tapestry of experiences, the narratives of individuals and communities form a rich dialogue, inspiring one another toward a brighter future. Together, we step into 2024 not just as inhabitants of this world, but as co-creators, tasked with shaping a reality that celebrates progress, compassion, and unity.